This is a nightmare, and I would hate to be in this kind of situation. All right, so everybody has that dream of getting married, and you found love, and you're going to walk down the aisle, and it's going to just be a storybook wedding, right?
Right. Beautiful.
And
Best
then,
day ever.
right, and then one of the people gets cold feet.
Uh-oh.
Take a
They better
listen.
get warm.
Right. Right, because you've spent all this money. Take a listen to this girl. She's called into the show. She doesn't want her family to know, so we have disguised her voice for our dirty little secrets this morning. What is it that you're hiding from your family right now? What's going on?
I'm kind of freaking out. My fiancé and I are supposed to get married soon. Our wedding is in like 2 weeks. And honestly, things aren't going too well right now. We've been hitting a rough patch, and this isn't the first one. And it's gotten to the point where he's given me an ultimatum, and he said we can postpone the wedding and work on our relationship or break up.
Oh, no. 2 weeks before the wedding?
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, there's no getting any deposits back, or anything back. You got to pay for everything.
I know. And I'm just like, I told him if we aren't going through with the wedding, then we aren't getting married. I don't know. Like you said, it's too late to get a refund on anything. So I just want to know, like, what should I do?
Did you pay for all this stuff? Whatever you paid for, he has to give you that money back and consistently work on, your relationship. And
What, you're saying stay with
and
him?
therapy. If you really want to be with this person,
No.
if you really want to be with this person and he really wants to work on the relationship, then you need to go ahead and get some therapy. You need to go ahead and give me my refund.
No.
Because that's too
no,
much.
don't listen. That's bad advice. Listen, don't get married. I agree with that, because if you're dealing with ultimatums and it's 2 weeks out and all that kind of stuff, there is no stepping back from this. There is no like, oh, okay, we're going to get married again. I agree with you saying, like, if we don't have this wedding, then let's go ahead and break up, because I think you're dodging a bullet. There's a lot of people that they have those doubts and they still get married and they regret it. So you actually, as expensive as this is, you are actually getting a blessing. In my head, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think that you try to make it work out at this point. I mean, Barbie disagrees.
I feel like if he's humble enough to say, hey, I feel like we need to get a little help in this relationship before we get into marriage, then maybe he's just wanting to, I don't know what he's wanting to explore or whatever, or find out about himself or this relationship that he already doesn't know. But
what are you guys
know.
fighting about? Are you just guys fighting about little things, or is he starting some of these fights?
Like at first it seemed like little things, but now it seems like stuff with my family. Then I brought up having a kid in the first year or two, and he's like, no, we're not doing that. So, I mean, it is bigger stuff that, like, we're starting to
this is stuff that should have been
argue
talked
over.
about before.
Yeah, I agree with that.
How long
now.
you guys been together?
We've been together 2 years. Some of the stuff had been talked about kind of, but I feel like now it's really getting talked about because it's real.
Yeah, because it's getting real.
Mhm.
Yep. What are your thoughts whenever it comes to this? Would you postpone the wedding? I mean, you're going to lose all that money, and then you're going to have to just spend it again.
This is why I'm heavy on the couples therapy before we even, the first time we think about marriage, okay, let's go to therapy. If we're really going to do this, let's really dig deep within each other and explore everything.
Yeah, but that should have happened a while ago, and now you're 2 weeks away from the wedding.
If they really, really, really want this to work, then they'll do what they need to do.
Time to find someone else. I'm telling you, Bumble. If you're having this kind of stuff and you're about to get married, I just feel like that's just a big red flag. Maybe I'm wrong. 866-639-4689. A lot of people will, have this pressure to get married. And next thing you know, because they've got all this money on the line, they don't want to lose that money. And so they go and get married, and they're miserable. Give us a call. Again, 866-639-4689. Tell us what your thoughts are whenever it comes to this, all right? Honestly, I'm going to play this song just as a sad song for their marriage right now.
A sad song for their marriage.
Rihanna, Lift Me Up. Give us a call. We'll take your calls now. What would you do? So they didn't talk to a marriage counselor. I mean, yeah, Diamond's right, man.
Yes.
And I saw your comment earlier. Rampa, what up? Good morning over there on YouTube. What up, Zenny? Good morning.
Like I officiate weddings, and even though I'm not like a therapist, I still sit down with the couple. I like to sit down with them and ask them these questions, like
Right.
see where their head's at, see where the relationship is, and make sure it's not anything that's rushed or unsure.
I agree with that 100%. Good morning. We've got a lot of people over there on YouTube this morning. Triple Deuce, good morning to you. Welcome to the live. Over on Facebook, sounds like they weren't ready to get married. I agree. Have you ever had that issue where you ended up getting married and like you kind of like had a doubt?
I know someone who went to therapy. Their therapist told them, you guys should not get married. And they did because they wanted to have the look for social media. They wanted to.
Stop.
Yeah,
Really?
that's what they were worried about. Everybody from their hometown seeing them, fail. They don't want to be failures or look like everyone else, like they don't have their relationship together.
Yeah,
or
but you're gonna
they
look
didn't
like
want-
that down
they
the road
wanted-
when you
they
get a
wanted
divorce.
to have a husband so bad.
Right.
You know what I mean? That they accepted the infidelities and everything. And the therapist said, y'all should not get married.
Oh, there was already cheating going on.
Oh, yeah. Real close ties.
That's
Real close.
wow.
So it's heartbreaking. But they went through with it, and now a quiet separation, divorce, or whatever.
Are they because they don't want it to show that they failed?
But still on social media, married.
Really?
And the look of it still. You know what I mean? Like
Thank you
that's
very
just
much.
how people they get sucked up into that. Oh, I gotta be married.
So here's my question then. Have you ever, been in that kind of situation? We got to do a quick break right here and then we'll pop back on the other end. Have you ever been like having doubts about getting married and then you ended up going through with it and you regret it? Or you decided to walk away? Ron Barbie's
Zinni said, my bonus mom said, I'll turn the car around. You don't have to do this. Laughing my ass off. I did it anyways. Divorced 10 years later. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I like that comment on YouTube
Zinni,
as well.
you should call in and tell us how you knew you shouldn't have
Stand
done
by.
it, but still did.
We're going on the radio right now. Stand by. Okay, so a lot of people on our live. We're on Facebook Live on the Hot Facebook page. You can find us on YouTube. We're doing the live there as well. Dex and Barbie T. You can subscribe and follow there. So, what's the deal that's going on here? This girl is 2 weeks away from her wedding.
Yeah, and her fiance is like, maybe we should pull back and rethink some things and maybe, pause it for now. But she's like, you know what? If we don't get married in 2 weeks, we're just done.
Have you ever been in this situation? So this is what we need. And I know that she is listening now. 866-639-4689. That is our number. Did you ever have like cold feet and did you end up going and getting married anyways? Do you regret that decision or was it just cold feet and you're glad that you ended up getting married and you're like happily married? It's 10 years down the road. I love this comment on YouTube. Someone said divorce is way more expensive than losing some deposits.
And people say it's cheaper to keep her.
Right. Exactly. Or
don't keep her at all.
Yeah, don't keep her. Yeah, don't get married.
Give her back to the streets.
That's our question this morning. Call now. Again, 866-639-4689. We'll go ahead and call, take some of your calls and get some advice and see what your perspective is right now. Is that brain fog? I go to hit the button and I'm like hanging up. I was like, why am I hitting that button? There's so many buttons in the studio. All right, let's get these. Hey, good morning. Hang on just a second. You're going to be our first person. Hey, good morning. We've got one call ahead of you. Stand by. Hey, good morning. We've got two calls ahead of you. Stand by.
Okay.
All right. Hey, good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Baldwin.
Good morning. Go ahead. Have you gone through this, and did you have, like, cold feet, and what did you do?
I have not, but I have dealt with a lot of cold feet in relationships and stuff. Thankfully, I've never been engaged.
Okay. So tell us what happened and tell us your thoughts. Hello?
She just needs to leave.
Huh? Your phone kind of went out.
She should leave.
She should leave? Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
I think she should leave.
Okay.
Thank you.
Someone did not understand the assignment. Um, good morning. Go ahead. What are your thoughts whenever it comes to this?
I think they need to talk about it more instead of going ahead and giving up. Maybe he found some things out about her that he didn't know about, or maybe there's some things that he wants to tell her and that she needs to know about before they got married.
So you feel like they should take this break, this pause, and like regroup and learn each other more before they actually say "I do"?
Exactly.
Okay.
'Cause there's probably some things in his past that will probably come up, and he don't want it to come up and make him get divorced, or
Right.
vice versa.
Right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Morning. This is Alex from Knoxville.
Good morning. Go ahead. Have you ever gone through something like this?
So I'm going through a divorce right now.
Oh goodness.
So I have a few things. Yeah, I've got a few things I can contribute. I know somebody else has said on the page, divorce is a lot more expensive. It definitely is, and it's a huge pain in the butt, and it drags out a lot longer than a clean break, for one. And for two, if one or either of them are at a point where they're considering not being in that relationship anymore and that's something that they would be okay with or could be okay with, I would say marriage with this particular couple is probably not a good idea, because going into it with the mentality that you are okay not being together is not a good sign.
Right. Did you feel that before you got married?
I think I got married because, well, one, we had a kid together.
Mhm.
And also, I think I was more in love with the idea of the marriage, being married, and the wedding than the
Yeah.
actual person I was getting married to, unfortunately.
That happens a lot though.
Right.
So you're not alone on that.
Yeah.
How long were you guys together?
So we were together for 7 years and married for 4.
Woo!
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Absolutely. Have a good day.
7 years before getting married.
Not doing it again.
Dang. Good morning.
No.
What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Destiny, Oglethorpe County.
Okay. Go ahead. Tell us your thoughts. Have you gone through this?
Yes, I actually have. Me and my now husband, we were fixing to get married, and he told me straight up he did not want to get married. We were having some issues that needed to be worked out, but we had put all this money into a wedding, and we had everybody coming in, his family from Louisiana. So I think we felt pressured, and we went through with it anyway. But we were able to work it out, and we're going on 7 years of marriage, and we had 2 more kids.
That's amazing.
That's awesome.
Okay. Can I ask you this? Are you happy?
Yes, we're very happy. We're better than we've ever been.
Okay.
So does he feel like he made the right decision? Is he happy being married? And like, does he tell you like, you know what, thank you for like going through this with me?
All the time. We're so happy that we both pushed through that. I would have been 100% sure we were going to divorce the first year, though.
Right. Right. Okay. Thank you for your call.
Thank
Thanks
you,
for listening.
and thank you for your honesty.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Man, could you imagine being in that situation? Like, that's
No.
pretty big.
I don't know, but then again, what the first lady said though really stuck out to me. It was like, if you're okay with not being with them, or not being together or having them in your life, then you shouldn't get married. But I'm like that with everybody.
Right.
I have adjusted myself to be like that. I have to be like that to heal. I don't know. That's just me.
But
So I'm like, am I even qualified to be married then? Because like I'm okay with anybody leaving, because that's life.
yeah, that's kind of a scary situation.
Like,
Isn't that what you said my astrological sign was? I'm not like that.
yeah, I
Yeah,
guess.
literally yesterday, I think it was,
Yeah.
or 2 days ago, you were like, hey, Sagittarius are totally okay with just dropping people.
Yeah, but Aquarians, where it's detached.
Really?
Mhm.
Mm.
But like when you got us like that. Like that's the thing. It's extreme on both ends for me.
Right.
Like I love hard, but at the same time, if you ain't in my life, all right, the hell with you, bye.
Amy says that you should be excited to see this person walk through the door every night.
That's a
a good-
thought. Yeah,
that's-
that is true.
Deep.
That is true.
I like that. I like that. Question. Anybody, this is going to be an interesting work topic that we're about to get into. Have you ever worked with someone that tried to get out of work with a ridiculous excuse? And how did they get out? I mean, did they get out? Did they get fired? Whatever.
I'll get out of work for
Yeah, get out of work with a ridiculous excuse. Because some of these excuses are crazy. Or, they're the habitual, like, I'm sick. Okay, yeah, but you got to come into work. You know what I mean? Like Barbie, she'll come in whenever she's sick.
Yeah, I get yelled at for coming in for working.
Yes.
Like,
If she tries to get us sick, I yell at her, like, what are you doing? You clearly have something, like the plague.
yeah. Saturday, hell.
Yes. Oh, man, she came up and she's like, man, I'm not feeling good. I think I just broke this fever. What?
I'm fine
What?
now.
I wish.
Anna Rodriguez, yep, I'm an Aquarius. Yes, see, it's so true.
Mm.
Barbie T, when it's the right one, it will hit different. He won't be able to just let them. You won't be able to just let them go or stop thinking about them. That's how you know you haven't found the one yet. That's why I don't settle. I mean, there's people that I love. You know what I'm saying? But
Shut up, Coquethia.
if I'm not feeling, I don't know. If they're gone, they're gone. That's just how I look at it. I'll cry for like a day or two, and then I'm done.
Coquethia, call in. I want to hear that.
You had explosive diarrhea.
Did you really, though?
COVID is a lame excuse now. I don't know, though. I was this close to taking a test. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was
Are you serious?
But I could smell. If I didn't have a sense of smell, I was gonna take a test.
I had COVID, okay? I had a sense of smell, and I had taste and everything like that.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
My mom, she's boosted again. I didn't know that we had. There's another. We got to do another one.
Oh man, there's like 30 boosters now.
I don't want it because I feel like that's gonna make me sick. It made me sick last time. It made me sick.
I'm trying to get these calls. I'm an Aquarius. I'm the same as Barbie. Really?
It's so hard. I mean, we love hard though. We love hard. We love our people. Do whatever. But as soon as you out.
When it comes to astrology signs, the number one, so Barbie's sign is number 4 on the list that you need to avoid dating. Do not date an Aquarius, I guess because of some of the reasons that we're talking about.
Aquarius men are the worst though, but they're fun.
What was 3 and 4? I think Gemini was in there.
Gemini was number 3, I think.
Number 3.
Find that article.
And I was number 1. Apparently, I'm a bad person to date. Leo did not make the top 4, Travis. So you're in the clear. Anybody on YouTube believe in astrological signs?
So the top 6. Leo is number 6. Scorpio's number 5. I'm number 4. Aquarius. Aries is number 3. Number 2 is Gemini, and number 1 is Sagittarius.
Which is kind of crazy. Apparently, I'm self-made. And I like to travel.
Adventurous. Yeah, I love to travel, and he'd rather travel than be settled down.
So I'm a bad sign. Don't ever date me because apparently I'm not good. I had COVID and never had any symptoms. Oh, were you one of those? What is it called? Asymptomatics? Yes, Coquethia, go ahead and call. Actually, no, don't call just yet. Give me a minute. I have to edit this call real quick.
Can I tell you a secret?
It's not that big of a secret if it's on. Okay, I'll take it. Hold that secret. I thought you were supposed to be a good secret keeper. All right, good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from? This is Coquethia, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How did you get out of work?
I called and told them that I was having diarrhea.
Were you?
No.
And they believed it?
Well, when you work in the medical field and you put anything with a fever, they're like, don't come in, you contagious.
Okay. But what about, diarrhea is not fever.
But it stinks.
I know. But I also told them that I had a fever with it. So I had some sort of bug.
Hey, listen, I would just tell them, man, they don't need to know about what's coming out my butt. Just tell them the fever.
They kept asking, well, because at first when I called, I said, I'm sick. I can't come in. Okay, well, what are your symptoms? Bitch, I said I'm sick. I can't come in.
Right. Like they asking you, like they're going to be able to diagnose you. Like, honey,
Right.
What are you worried about it for?
Right. And so.
Right. I said, well, I think I got a stomach bug. Do you have a fever? I got a lot of diarrhea.
Oh.
Do you have a fever? I got a fever. Okay, well, don't come in.
Okay.
Like, bitch, I wasn't coming that way. That's why I called you.
So why were you trying to get out for real?
Uh,
Trying to get some D. Trying to be laid up in the bed. Mm-hmm.
Is that a yes? I'm
Yes,
not
it
hearing
is.
any answers.
Yeah, she was laid up. That man told her to call out. I hope he paid for the day.
and did and played all day.
Oh, okay. So that okay.
I know that's right.
Got it. Thank you, Koki.
Thanks, Kokithia.
Ah, hilarious. All right, let me get this call.
Okay, so my secret really isn't a secret to some,
Okay.
but it's just a secret to you.
Oh, I got to get this call ready. Hold on a second. Hold that thought. Hold this thought because I only got a minute. Sorry. Shoot.
Oh. Had COVID twice, and because I'm asymptomatic, my caregiving job still made me come in. Oh, now that's dirty. You could give it to somebody else, even though you're asymptomatic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Careless on your job's behalf. And it's a caregiving job. Those people are clearly sickly. That's so wrong. That's so wrong. When I worked at Sonic, the girl said her Uncle Ray died in a freak
What?
silo accident and was buried alive under the grain.
Shut up. No way.
And she had to leave right then in the middle of rush hour during 50s weekend. She called later that, whoa, that's a lot, Renee, damn. Hold on. She called later that day and she needed 5 days off. This thing keeps moving. They gave it to her. 3 days later, guy comes in and asks for her. Manager said she isn't at the funeral with her family. He said, who died? Manager said, her Uncle Ray. He says, well, that news is me. I'm Uncle Ray. Damn, Uncle Ray. Well, that they had a private
10
conversation.
10 seconds.
Oh my gosh, this thing keeps moving.
There we go.
When she returned to work,
All right, so here's what we're talking about. Have you ever had that bad feeling like, man, I don't know if I need to get married? And you know, maybe it's cold feet, but did you listen to the cold feet or did you end up going down the aisle and getting married? Do you regret it now or do you feel like it was the best decision that you have ever made?
And this couple, I mean, this girl calls in and wrote in and actually says that her guy is having these doubts.
Right.
He wants to, take a chill, a pause, and regroup. And she's like, if we don't do this wedding in 2 weeks, we're not doing it at all.
They're going to lose the deposits and all of that kind of stuff. She wants to know what she should do. We've got several different perspectives this morning. Good morning. So go ahead. First off, you're going through something right now that you kind of want to share with her. Go ahead.
So I'm going through a divorce right now.
Oh, goodness.
So I have a few things. Yeah, I've got a few things I can contribute. I know somebody else had said on the page, divorce is a lot more expensive. It definitely is, and it's a huge pain in the butt, and it drags out a lot longer than a clean break, for one.
Mm-hmm.
And for two, if one or either of them are at a point where they're considering not being in that relationship anymore and that's something that they would be okay with or could be okay with, I would say marriage with this particular couple is probably not a good idea. Because going into it with the mentality that you are okay not being together is not a good sign.
Did you feel that before you got married?
I think I got married because, well, one, we had a kid together. Also, I think I was more in love with the idea of the marriage, being married, and the wedding than the actual person I was getting married to, unfortunately.
Can I tell you that is an issue for women? Because women have this fairy tale mind that they grow up with, and they're like, "Oh man, I'm gonna get married," and they don't think about like after it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it takes work, right?
It does. It does take a lot of work, and a lot of people in general just want that fairy tale wedding. They want to have that party. They want to, it's exciting.
Yeah, but you know what? Before we go though, this girl needs to talk because it's not all doom and gloom. If you do have cold feet, it might not be the best idea to just walk away. Is what this woman's saying. Good morning. Go ahead. Tell us about your situation.
Yes, I actually have. Me and my now husband, we were fixing to get married, and he told me straight up he did not want to get married. We were having some issues that needed to be worked out, but we had put all this money into a wedding, and we had everybody coming in, his family from Louisiana. So I think we felt pressured, and we went through with it anyway, but we weren't able to work it out, and we're going on 7 years of marriage, and we had 2 more kids.
That's amazing.
That's awesome.
Okay, can I ask you this? Are you happy?
Yes, we're very happy. We're better than we've ever been.
Okay.
So does he feel like he made the right decision? Is he happy being married? And like, does he tell you like, you know what, thank you for like going through this with me?
All the time. We're so happy that we both pushed through that. I would have been 100% sure we were going to divorce the first year, though.
Wow. Okay.
Woo!
What?
We just got this message on the live.
Okay.
Child Nyla says her younger brother got married to his sweetheart. They were together for 8 years, and then a week after marriage, she wanted a divorce because she only wanted the wedding, the ring, and the honeymoon in Hawaii. Lauren, if you see this, I'm still looking for you.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, Lauren, you might want to stay in Hawaii or wherever you at.
She's back by now. Well, that was a return flight. She got that flight. Could you imagine a week later that she
Nah, I
found-
would be pissed.
Right.
I'm not going to lie. A week later.
Okay. Listen, we're going to change things up. Coming up just about 2 songs away. This girl says that the reason why she does not want to work is because of this really interesting excuse. Wait until you hear what she believes. We'll get into that coming up next. Boom. All right.
Nyla, please call in. We gotta hear that.
I also want to hear Renee's story about the job thing. To be honest,
that's crazy.
Yeah, but before you guys call in, now that I have time, secret.
Oh yeah. Okay. So, what was this? 2 years ago.
Wait. Sorry. Okay. Go ahead.
So 2 years ago, we were all in a pandemic. You know,
right.
Things got crazy.
Yeah.
And I had a sinus infection, and it was scary. It got real scary. So I had to go get tested. I actually had COVID, and I was on my deathbed. That's what I felt like. You didn't know that?
That's your secret?
Yeah, it was. I never told you. I didn't want to tell you because you would have told everybody.
Okay, can I tell you that is literally the worst secret that has ever been. And okay, so now that she's told that secret, let me tell you how that secret went. Okay, we're literally in 2020, right? And then Barbie has to take 14 days off, all right? And so they were like, yeah, she's going to broadcast live from home. Why? I don't know. No,
I really did. No, I was diagnosed a sinus infection, and the COVID test kept. I was out for more than 14 days.
I don't remember how long it was.
But
it was the most ridiculous thing because she would never tell anybody. She was just like, "Nah, man, I don't have COVID."
It was like an STD then. It was like treating everybody was treating it.
So ridiculous.
Everybody was treating it like it was an STD. Then like, oh you got COVID.
Gosh.
Ah,
it was so ridiculous. And
I didn't want to tell because I knew Dex would get on here and tell everybody.
No, because all you had to do was tell me, no, I don't want everybody to know because I'm like, I guess embarrassed because I have an STD. Because that's what you just said. I was like, this is the most ridiculous thing I have ever heard. When I got COVID later, like 6 months later or something like that, because we still continue
and then I didn't want you to know either because you and, what's his name?
Who? Jeff?
Jeff, yeah. You and Jeff were like, you're going to get COVID. You're going to get COVID.
Because you were on the streets. You were going to Atlanta. You were going everywhere, and it was a lockdown. This is like when you weren't supposed to go party. Barbie was going partying and everything.
It was when Atlanta, we were opening up. Atlanta opened up.
No, it wasn't. It was in 2020. It was like at the beginning. It was before I got COVID.
No, Atlanta had opened up that weekend because we remember I went, and I think that's when I got COVID.
Whatever. She had been partying. She'd been going out to these like low-key parties that were supposed to get broken up by the cops because we're in lockdown stuff. Oh yeah.
I was
not.
Gosh. I was not. Anyways.
Right. Yes.
And you're not even vaxxed, are you?
Why are you telling his business?
What?
Here you are trying to keep secrets and everything like that. You're telling people's vaccination status. Jeez.
Everyone We already know this.
So here's the thing. It was widely said, like everybody's like, we all know she has COVID.
I
No-
didn't.
Yeah, and they were like, she doesn't want to tell anybody though. And we're like, has she told you? No, she said she doesn't want to talk about it. Oh, okay. So we all knew, and we were like, this is the weirdest thing ever. And she's just like, oh no, I don't have COVID. Well, why are you out for 14 days? Oh, I've got a sinus infection.
Because I did. I didn't know. My test results hadn't came back yet. But then when I did have it, I was like,
Right, because you thought it was an STD.
No. I had it bad. Like, bad.
I had it bad. Did you have like breathing issues?
I had everything. I thought
Could you not breathe?
No, I could not breathe. And I've only dealt with something like that once before. And that was when we first signed on to Knoxville and we came back and I got sick. I had pneumonia.
Uh-huh.
That's
Oh, I remember when you
know
had
what
that.
I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
That's the only time I've ever felt like that. And I felt worse than that. So I was just like,
What made you out of nowhere? Like, this is like 2 years now.
I know.
You kept
I
this
felt like-
stupid secret.
I don't know, I guess last night and,
Oh, the
moon
cleansing
was-
of the moon? She did a moon cleansing. I don't know if you can notice what's on her head. It's a bunch of hippie crystals.
Yeah.
And so, like, she did this cleansing, and
not
now she
hippie
wants
crystals,
to
it's
tell
rose
secrets.
quartz and amethyst.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, what break? Oh, good.
Oh.
Thank you. Yeah, we'll have that on the podcast. Check it out on Spotify, which, by the way, True Crime Tuesday, we just put the first episode of True Crime Tuesday on Spotify, and it's a video version. So it's the top 3 stories that came in from True Crime Tuesday. So you can always watch that on Spotify. Look up Dex and Barbie T.
Pam
But,
said that was a terrible secret.
1 minute away.
It's just on. I feel free now. I feel honest and free.
Yeah, but at the same time, I had to go get tested. This is the thing when she kept her secret. They're like, Barbie's out, and I was like, oh, did she get COVID? And they're like, she says that she has a sinus infection. By the way, someone else in the building has been out. Keep in mind, we have a small building, so no one else was out, right?
Yes, there was.
No one else was out.
Because I worked with someone who had it.
Well, whoever else was out,
It was Zion, remember?
Oh, no. All I remember is we all talked about this, and we were like, so we all have to get tested in the studio? And they specifically said us in the studio. No one else had to get tested because no one else was exposed. And I was like, really? Barbie, anything you want to tell me? All right, we're done. Let's get into this. That's hilarious. All right, so take a listen to this girl. Her name is Lucy, and she's on TikTok, and she's gone viral because she claims that the reason why she cannot work, she says, I do not want to work for the rest of my life. Not because she has some kind of disability. Like, usually people who can't work, they got to be on, like, all these different kinds of government programs and you name it. You know what I mean? Long-term disability. She says, I do not want to work for the rest of my life. Because I am too pretty to work. She says, I don't want to get up at 6 a.m. every day for the next 60 years. No, I am too pretty for that.
You know what? I feel her.
Shut up.
First of all, I want to see who she. What's her TikTok again?
Lucy Welcher, Welcher. Yeah, I haven't even looked her up to see if she actually has the looks. No, you know what? Even if you do look hot, you should work. I mean, you should want to work. No, she
But
doesn't.
some people, I mean, no, she isn't.
Nah, I don't
not
think
cute?
so. Not to not ever
Oh.
work. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're a supermodel, you're still working. You know what I'm saying? Even supermodels are working, and they got to do some crazy stuff to be a supermodel.
It doesn't matter. If her beauty says, you know what, I'm too pretty for this, then.
You know what her beauty and her words say? That I am a lazy ass. And, I'm sorry that you don't want to get up at 6 o'clock in
Somebody
the morning.
out there will fund her lifestyle to where she does not have to work.
Yeah, and you know what they are?
What?
Boom.
That's just what they if they agree.
Don't do it. 866-639-4689. Here's what we want to do. All right, we're gonna move past. If you know someone that actually says this, that they're too pretty to work, then feel free, give a call and kind of defend that.
I'm about to send out some messages. Hey, I think I might be too pretty to work.
Well, your ass better wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning tomorrow and come into work. I don't care. I'll tell them all sorts of stuff. I just heard a secret about you just a few minutes ago on the live. All right, so here's what we're gonna do.
Oh gosh.
Again, 866-639-4689. What is the most outrageous or like crazy excuse that, someone that, worked with you had for trying to call out of work or not working or whatever? We literally had, I think Renee called in or sent us a message, and she said that she was working with someone at Sonic, and they said that their uncle had died.
Right.
Uncle is alive.
I could never. That is the worst.
Right.
To lie about death.
Right. Yeah,
No,
exactly.
Like that's so like the karma behind that, I can't. I just can't.
So here's what we need to do. Get you in. 866-639-4689. Call now. We'll go ahead and get your calls. We'll be right back. Craziest excuse someone has used to get out of work.
Yo. She tried it. Homegirl tried it.
Not going to lie, I didn't even mean to get into that song. I was supposed to go into the stop set. My bad. I hit the wrong button. I was trying to delete. Whoops.
Yo, I'm starting to wonder about these drops. Like,
oh, yeah, I know, right?
Brain fog is real.
Yep. But I'm going to tell you right now, guys, 193, almost 192. I mean,
173.
173 over there.
No, wait, no.
Well,
Am I
I've lost
173?
10 pounds pretty much.
No, I'm at 163. What am I thinking?
At 172, I've lost 10 pounds. That's nuts for me. Good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
James from Maryville.
Good morning, James. Craziest, most outrageous excuse someone used to get out of work.
All right. I work with a guy that actually claimed that he needed to leave work early because him and his wife were going to adopt some kids. And then he made the mistake of inviting everyone to his house for like some kind of British festival, like a week later, and he didn't have any kids.
Stupid! He didn't borrow somebody's kids?
I'm sorry, that's great. And so what did everybody say? Like, where's the kids? I thought you adopted some kids.
No, the thing is, no one even asked him. It was just like a awkward understanding of us looking at each other.
Wow. So
they could have put pictures up and been like, "Oh, the kids are with their parents."
Like what
or the babysitters.
The babysitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a bad excuse person too. What? You send them back to their parents a week later. So at this point, did he get fired?
No, he didn't. He's actually like a mechanic at my job, and he's one of the best that we have. And they just kind of
sweet it under. Yeah.
He's a great mechanic, but he ain't got it all.
Wow. Okay.
He's missing a few
Thank you
crayons
for
in
your
the box.
call. Thank you. That's great.
Like, why would you, out of all the things, we're adopting kids. Oh, come on over to the house where there's no children.
Right. That's
or no
epic.
evidence. Because my thing is this: if I was inviting people to my house, I probably wouldn't have my kids there because I don't know you like that, but like I just don't think that just doesn't make sense. Why wouldn't you have at least pictures up?
Man, that's awesome.
That's so dumb.
Right.
He is Coquithia. He
Yep.
is.
Yep.
He's missing a few crayons.
One more drop. Boom. All right.
Some men only want a trophy wife. You know what? A-Man said that.
Oh, crap. I want love.
I want love too.
Yeah,
You
but
can
you're not
get
going to
love.
get
You
that
can
from a
get
trophy wife. That's fake
you can
love.
get love and be in. No,
They in love
not
with a coin.
necessarily.
They in love with a coin.
Not necessarily.
Get out of here.
I mean, yes, in addition to it, but you still got to look like something.
Can I tell you, that would be like, I hate awkward situations. And so everybody's just sitting around like, dude,
No kids.
Where are the kids at?
No, he didn't. Did he say he was adopting kids for the money? Some companies pay you when they do that. Ooh. What?
What? I gotta get Kokithia's diarrhea story.
My husband is 25 years older than me, and we have been together 15 years and have 3 beautiful kids.
What happened? Sorry.
Were you his trophy wife?
Hey, that's not bad. How old is he, Candace? Yeah.
Because, I mean, Brittany said entitled much.
Right.
Amy said she's not pretty. No lie. Had an employee call in hungover, literally said, hey, ma'am, I can't come in today. I'm too hungover for this. Yo, we had a girl do that, remember?
What?
Oh,
yes.
In Knoxville.
Yes.
When we was at the
Asian festival. Don't say her name.
I'm not. But like she came into work, did her thing. I guess she went out the night before and like was getting her stuff together, and then next thing you know, she started puking.
Ugh. Yeah, I remember
And
that. Oh my
so
gosh.
They were like, you know what? Chill out. So like everything was kind of pushed back. We had to like meet people in different places, and we were just waiting on a couple of things, but she ended up coming later. She came and pulled through.
Shoot, I only got 20 seconds. I don't know if I'm going to get this.
Oh yeah, she cursed a lot. Kokithia cursed.
A lot of their cursing I can do.
I want to know what his plan is.
Okay, there you go. Oh, goodness. All right, so here's what we're talking about. This girl, her name's Lucy, and she's gone viral on TikTok, I believe. She actually deleted the video because she had so many people that were like hating on her for being lazy. But here's why she says that she should never have to work.
Yeah, because she's too pretty.
Right. Too pretty.
She's too pretty to work. And you know what? If it works for her, why not try it? You know what I mean?
Let me tell you something. Supermodels have to work. And they're gorgeous. I'm going to tell you right now, they look way better than what she looks like. You know what I'm saying? That's work. You know what I'm saying? What?
She's beautiful.
Listen, that's not coming from me. That's coming from the live. There you go. Good morning, sir. What was the most outrageous excuse someone that you worked with used to try to get out of work? Go ahead. Excuse person too.
What?
You send them back to their parents a week later. So at this point, did he get fired?
No, he didn't. He's actually like a mechanic at my job, and he's one of the best that we have, and they just kind of...
Right, they just brushed it under the rug. Yeah, and that's why you got to be irreplaceable.
That's a different kind of special right there. He's
What?
just real. Why would you? That doesn't even make sense.
Right.
Oh, we're gonna adopt some kids, so yeah, I can't come in.
Well, and you got to keep that lie going on.
Right.
What do? You borrow the neighbor's
There's
kids?
so much with that lie.
Right. And you got to do it for like 18 years.
Like at least
or however many years
at least
they're
get
old.
pictures of your nieces and nephews and put them around the house. Be like, yeah, they're just out with some friends.
Right. 866-639-4689. What is the most outrageous excuse someone you worked with used to try to get out of work? You got one from the live you want to hit or no?
No.
No, not yet. Okay, we'll get some of these, and we will be right back. I thought you were looking at the live, and I was like, oh.
I was, but it wasn't.
All right, guys. Sorry about that. I forgot to hit the button to bring it back in. That's what happens when I'm, like, doing this last-minute editing.
He's 67. I'm 42. No, but that's what people said. Oh.
People said that you were a trophy wife? Interesting. Does he have a lot of money? And are you in love? Do you guys have like a really good sexual like relationship? I'm just saying, like 25 years. I mean, he's in his 60s.
I see, Candace.
What?
Okay.
What did Candace say?
No, I'm just
Can't
checking
have
them
mouse.
out.
We only have one mouse now to control the streaming computer. The batteries are.
Okay, Candace.
What did Candace say?
Well, he got the full beard.
Oh, you show.
That's
you
Zaddy
looked at
mode
him?
right there, girl.
Did you look at him?
I'm looking. Yeah, I'm looking at him.
Does he color it? Or
No,
all
it's
white?
it's white. Okay. Yeah. That's with the beard. This is without.
Interesting.
These are y'all kids? Y'all got 4 kids?
You guys got a lot of kids.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
That's expensive. So yeah, he got the bag.
He looks like Santa right there.
He does.
Okay. Dang.
Beautiful family.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We are happy, and that's what matters. Good. Interesting stories today. Y'all killed it. Love it. Thank you guys so much to all our people over on YouTube. Thanks for hanging out with us on the live this morning as
Yes.
well. If you haven't gone over to YouTube, please do. Head on over to YouTube. Subscribe to the channel. Jared, have you already put up the YouTube short of True Crime Tuesday? Yeah. Okay, yeah. So we've got the latest.
We have a YouTube video, and then we have a short of one of those videos.
Okay, so we got the True Crime Tuesday video up there, so you can see the top 3 true crime stories from yesterday, and we do have a short that's on there as well, so you can check out. But please subscribe. That's why that way you guys can always keep tabs with the morning show. Dex and Barbie T on YouTube.
And
All
a
right.
lot of big businesses have it included in your benefits packages. Some places pay up to $5,000.
For what?
Adopting a kid?
Shut up. Now, if he got $5,000 and he didn't adopt a kid, man, I'd be fired.
I'm sure they would have to provide some type of paperwork. You can't just say, hey, calling in and letting you know I'm adopting a kid. Got to take off.
You can hide a lot of things these days. COVID. Have a great day.
Bye.
Take care. We'll see you guys. What is it tomorrow? Thursday? Oh, yeah. Sorry. Jared, here you go.
That brain fog, man.
I know.
You getting enough sleep?
I didn't last night.
No.
I did not. I ended up getting 4 hours last night. All right, guys. Take care.